Hello, Durud and Shalom. We be
Hello,
live.
hello everyone. We have so many things for you guys. We actually have the new normal of the Middle East and the definition of what that means, because the ceasefire, as you guys have read the title of the video, the ceasefire is raging across the Middle East. And it was raging across the Middle East last night, as it was a couple nights ago and last week. And, well, actually, as far as I can remember now, it seems like this is all I do live and breathe. So let's start off today. As we get breaking news that's coming out, which always seems to be coming out right when we're in live. Let's start off today with the definition of ceasefire that some of you may have missed, but Donald Trump was kind enough to enlighten us on what a ceasefire means. Okay, let's add this to the stage and let's take a listen here. Wait, is this not the thing that I'm sharing? It is, right? Right, there we go.
How do you define ceasefire? How do you define ceasefire?
Pretty much the way it is. It's a different part of the world. I'd say in that part of the world, ceasefire is when you're shooting in a more moderate manner.
And that turned out to be so true because, well, last night, looks like the Kuwaiti Defense Ministry and Bahrain were under fire yet again. So as soon as we ended our show yesterday and went offline, another 7 ballistic missiles and multiple drones were launched against Kuwait and Bahrain, with even Oman taking some hits, which was unexpected because they're the only country still willing to stick up for the Islamic Republic. And as a result of these strikes that have happened, Admiral Brad Cooper decided to go and meet. Oh, by the way, we caught his flight and his plane leaving the United States to come to the Middle East. And we actually showed you guys that on the show a couple of days ago, and it turned out to be true because yesterday he was seen in the Middle East meeting with the senior leaders of Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, and Jordan, speaking to them. And today it may seem like he was in Israel. So a lot of things happening with Admiral Brad Cooper. Wow. So we have the definition of ceasefire. We have round 3 of the explosions ringing out across the Persian Gulf. Looks like the Islamic Republic is loving to pick on Bahrain and Kuwait, the two, smallest kids in the class. And what do you think about that, Armin? Why are they picking on them?
laying off? Are they laying off? Well, Bahrain. The advantage of Bahrain and Kuwait is that they can't even respond. Like, they don't have much of a response power. But are they laying off UAE? Have they stopped attacking UAE and focusing on Bahrain and Kuwait?
Last night they did not attack the UAE, it seems.
Maybe the UAE has shown to have some deterrence capability. I mean, it's the Bahrain and Kuwait are the easiest ones to hit. No responses from them. No violation of the ceasefire. Can't even hit back even a little bit as much as the UAE can. You don't have an agreement with them like Saudi Arabia, because they have a secret agreement with Saudi Arabia not to hit them as much. So I guess it leaves Bahrain and Kuwait.
Yeah. And well, it looks like the classic events kicked off. So if you could go ahead and just give a brief summary of what they're saying here while I pull something else up. This is what happened last night.
Oh, okay. So U.S. forces intercepted multiple Iranian ballistic missiles and drones launched by Iran towards the Strait of Hormuz and Persian Gulf neighbors, not Gulf neighbors, June 5th. Iran fired 7 ballistic missiles towards Kuwait and Bahrain hours after U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM, shut down 4 Iranian one-way attack drones that were launched towards the Strait of Hormuz. The attack drones pose an immediate threat to regional maritime traffic. U.S. forces subsequently struck Iranian coastal surveillance radar sites in Gorok and Qeshm Island to defend against further maritime attacks. Initial assessments indicate 6 of the missiles launched by Iran were intercepted, and a 7th did not reach its intended target. There are currently no reports of harm to U.S. personnel, and Iranian claims of damaging U.S. Fifth Fleet headquarters in Bahrain are false. CENTCOM forces remain vigilant and postured. What is that?
And
Postured.
it?
What is that word? Vigilant and
postured. Yes.
postured.
Like their body language is ready to go.
Oh, like okay, like having the proper posture to continue responding to unwarranted Iranian aggression in self-defense.
In self-defense. And so as a result of that self-defense, CENTCOM released this video yesterday, and they are hitting, this is Sirik Island. If you guys remember me showing you the map of those little speedboat docks and me telling you that they use the tunnels, this is exactly that spot. So this is the base on Sirik Island that they hit a couple of times here. They took out a communications tower / radar, it seems like they were claiming. And there it is. Well, there it was. And it's gone.
Was.
So, and we did manage to geolocate that for you guys down to a T. And here it is. Let me pull that up. Here it is. This is what the base looked like. Let's pull this up and make it bigger for you guys. So that is the tower right there. And these buildings are all the same. So this is what the base looks like down here. It's a very bare bones base, in my opinion. There's really not much going on. Poor plan, poor design, in my opinion here. So they had one little flimsy communication tower. This is the Sirik naval base. This is the IRGC naval base. Guys, look at how impressive this naval base is. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 buildings, super far apart. It looks like a kind of like a go-kart racing. Like you could go here and, you know what I mean? Just have some fun driving around, beating your friends. But yeah, they hit this hard. So that communications tower right around here, that red little dot. Oh, okay, well, that red dot is no more. So bye-bye to that. Looks like the regime didn't really miss it. They didn't really come out and say anything too crazy. Pezeshkian and Aralchi came out reciting verses of the Quran on Twitter. And that was really about it. So, yeah. And if we want to take another look at the Omani drone, this is from yesterday. I showed this clip. Went ahead and verified that this is actually what happened. Who do you guys think hit Oman? There was a strike on an Omani oil refinery, and it resulted in them stopping their operations for the day. And the IRGC said nothing. Well, let's see if it was them or not. You know, that sounds like a Shahid drone to me.
Yeah.
And it looks like one too.
Loud noises.
Oh, and
oh no!
There it goes.
There it goes, Shahid.
Yep, looks like that crane actually completely collapses as a result of that.
Really?
But yeah, look at the end right here. Yeah, let me pause this. Okay, so it's that third crane from the left, or the second from the right, and it gets hit, and then it starts going down. Look at that. Oh no, it's the second one that starts going down. Look, it just starts falling. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Oman, do you guys still want to deepen your trade relations with the Islamic Republic? Still want to help them out? I mean, they're kind of hitting you guys at the same time. Who knows?
What is even the like if you're the Islamic Republic, what is even the justification of hitting Oman?
They don't discriminate. Maybe.
No, like let's try to steelman them, honestly.
I don't know.
Does Oman have any US bases there?
Definitely not. I don't really doubt that. Does Oman have US bases? No.
No. Let me see. Why is the Islamic Republic hitting Oman, given that Oman was so nice to them? Get to the point, short answer. Let me see. Like I'm trying to make some sense out of this. Oh, people saying why not? It needs to somehow make sense from a strategic. Okay, this is retarded. It's saying Iran isn't targeting Oman itself. It is targeting U.S. military assets hosted within Omani territory. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know.
Let me ask
But
you.
you know,
What
we got a couple of super chats.
Let me ask. Oh, okay. Let me just ask this one. What the fuck are you talking about? They just hit an oil refinery base or whatever just recently, and that is not a U.S. asset. Double check your answer. All right, let's do the super chats. What this thing Gemini thinks about this.
How rude. How rude, Feinstrass. I thought you were my friend. Wow.
Wait,
Well,
why is that against you?
this one?
Yeah.
Well, that's so you can't type the R word, so you just replace the T with a G.
Yeah, but she's attacking AI.
Oh, I thought that was my name. Never mind.
No, that's not you. That's AI because I'm talking to AI. She's saying AI is retarded.
It was close. I know she was coming for me.
Okay.
Anyway,
okay.
We have a couple super chats about Kuwait, and then I'm going to show you guys what Kuwait said in response. They super gung ho. They came out guns blazing. Let's see. Okay, so Sarah said, "Is Kuwait taking it Mushtaba style, or is it fighting back? It seems like they're just getting hit but not retaliating. What are they waiting for?" Well, Sarah, you're actually about to find out in just a minute. You're about to find out in just a minute. I'm gonna come back.
I was gonna say what is Kuwait gonna do, but apparently like they can't do anything. But apparently you have an answer. Okay.
I have an answer. This is the official Kuwaiti statement. I'm going to share it to you guys in 1 second. And Boboism, who also says, "I don't trust Kuwait." Okay, smart guy.
Wait, Ali, how do you respond to this? Like, I don't trust Kuwait, I don't trust UAE, I don't trust Saudi Arabia, I don't trust this country or that country. How do you respond? I have a response to this.
Are you about to say the mutual interests?
Yeah, I mean, like in geopolitics, you shouldn't trust. It's like, so you shouldn't trust Kuwait, but you shouldn't trust anybody. In geopolitics, everything is about mutual interest. It's not about trust. Forget trust. Just don't measure anything on trust. Basically, measure the things that you need to look for is power, and interest. Trust is not a currency in geopolitics. Power is a currency, and you could tell how people use their power based on their interest. And even if you are allies with somebody, it's not based on trust. It's based on having mutual interest. You don't need to trust them because you know where they would use their power for, in what direction they would use their power for, because of their interest. And if their goal matches your goal, then you don't need to trust them. You just work with each other based on those mutual goals.
Yeah, if you're doing business with someone, you don't really just completely trust them, or at least you shouldn't. You should trust them based on a system, which is a mutual interest. So if they have a stake in the business and you're a partner, they should also want the business to do well, and then you can trust that they're interested in it doing well, and not just blindly trust them. So, and we have another one from Boboism who's explaining why Oman was hit, and it seems like
Yes.
Oman
Oh.
is a masochist. They might be.
So they're like, ooh, hit us harder with those missiles. Islamic Republic.
Super pointy missiles.
You know what? Let's accept it. Let's accept that. This is proper political analysis. This is exactly what.
The IRGC does have the pointiest missiles.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys might be wondering what Kuwait was going to respond with after it's been hit. I think now it's been around 1,400 times, 1,400 times. Let's see what they say. Okay, so the Kuwaiti army reserves its right to shoot down a couple of United States Air Force F-15s in response to the Islamic regime's ballistic missile strikes.
What?
There we go.
Wait,
Do you
what
get
the
it?
hell?
Well, they already shot down one F-15 by accident, or was it by accident?
Is this is Shin like messing with us?
Yeah, this is just messing with us. But this is
What the-
probably not too different. It's not too different from the official Kuwaiti.
Oh my god!
This is probably their official statement as well. Like, you could just take it as the official statement.
No, it's not, guys. It's not. This is a joke.
We're
Do not
joking.
take it seriously.
We're joking.
So guys, so Shin is making fun of Kuwait's lack of response by making it. By the way, Shin, like, what are you doing? A lot of people are going to take, because Shin is supposed to be like a, I don't know, news reporting account or whatever. So a lot of people are going to be like taking that seriously, right? So yeah. I mean, the only thing that they have managed to take down is their F-15s of their allies. To be fair to the Kuwaiti people, there, I don't know what the Kuwaiti government, what the fuck they're doing, but the Kuwaiti people were very sweet with the pilots, the U.S. pilots, when they came down. So let's just be Kuwaiti people. Like, we're not against you, but what the fuck is your government doing? Like, just they're taking it from the Islamic Republic left and right with no response. The only thing that they take down is fighter jets of their own allies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because the Islamic Republic didn't have any fighter jets left. And then
Right.
The Kuwaitis still started shooting at fighter jets. The only possible fighter jets that could have been up there were US or Israeli, and they started shooting. All right, anyway. So, quick recap of what happened last night in a serious manner. So, we had literally just a repeat of what happened last week, exact play by play. So, the United States shot 4 attack drones, 4 Shahed drones, that the Islamic Republic launched at some of the ships trying to cross the Strait of Hormuz. These ships were trying to cross in the night, transponders off, with coordination with the United States Navy. So we've been hearing about how the United States has been taking ships across the Strait of Hormuz during the night for quite some time now. And the Islamic Republic hasn't been liking that. So they went ahead, launched the Shahed drones. The Shahed drones got intercepted. United States followed up by some attacks on Keshem Island and Sirik. Then the regime went ballistic, literally just firing ballistic missiles towards Kuwait and Bahrain only, because they think they're weaklings. And once again, they targeted the United States Air Base in Kuwait, and then they targeted the United States' Navy base in Bahrain, hitting both again. And that was about it. That's what happened. So some more clips of interceptions in the skies, missiles flying over, things like that. Not as crazy as last week's. Was it even last week? I think it was like 3 or 4 days ago at this point, but So that happened. And we are back to business as usual, seems like tonight, because once again, this was 20 minutes ago. So as soon as we went live, there was a new explosion in Sirik again. So Sirik got bombed last night, Sirik got bombed last week, a couple weeks ago, and tonight. And so hence the title of this video is "The Ceasefire Rages Across the Middle East." Nothing we haven't seen before. So we might be wondering, Armin, I might be wondering, right? You might be wondering, how much, when is it enough? When is the ceasefire going to end? And something that a couple of people have missed, including myself until just now, was this. So Iran International posted this today, reminding us all that President Donald Trump's 60-day deadline is about to end.
Ooh. Wait,
Ooh.
really? It went
Yeah.
that. It went by that fast.
It was that fast. I mean, it's June. The ceasefire started early April.
Oh shit!
Yeah. What
I'm
do you
sure
guys
he.
think about that?
I'm sure he could. Well, I mean, President Trump can be like extend that as much as he wants.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah, that's why I've been thinking that the most likely scenario is another extension of this ceasefire. When does it end? I think tomorrow, actually.
By the way, Ali, I actually have never before seen footage of what happened with the Kuwaiti misfiring at the American fighter jets.
Did you find it?
Yep, I have it right now.
Ooh, let's see it.
This is, yeah. Oh.
Sortie into Iran. Good flight.
Wait, you guys, watch this.
Another successful sortie into Iran. Good fire. Let's head it. Oh shit! Frog on one star! Singer! Who the f fired that?
Yep, that's that's what happened. Now we know why. Now we have an explanation.
It actually reminds me of something that I found on, I think it was TikTok, actually. Yeah, I did. Okay, I just pulled it up. All right. This is real. You can you make a TikTok full screen? Oh, you can. Okay, cool. Guys, that is Kuwait in a nutshell. And it is always, actually, maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe they follow a historical pattern there, but who knows? Do you guys want to see something similar to what Armin showed us? I thought this was pretty cool when I watched it. So this is a, I think it's an F-35 refueling, and while they're refueling, they're talking to the crew in the refueling tanker, just making some small talk. And in my opinion, this would be the most perfect Chick-fil-A commercial ever, and you guys will see why. Wait, how do I start it from the beginning? Let's just refresh this.
Joe, what's up? Dude, if you want some, come to our room or whatever afterwards. I got like 400 of them. I bought a box of them from Chick-fil-A.
Oh, yes, that'd be huge. How much do they charge you?
Dude, it's like $30 for like 400 of them. So I have like enough for this deployment, next deployment, and deployment after that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they were trying to sell me like little tubs, but I was like, nah, it's not going to cut it. We got like 20 people that are deploying with us right now. I think Chick-fil-A is the biggest thing I miss right now.
Yeah, I miss it too.
Yeah, I miss it too. Oh, and then like the sad rollout. There we go. It's the best Chick-fil-A.
Wait, is this real? Is this a real conversation?
Yeah, this is
Oh
real.
my god. This is the best. Like Chick-fil-A was like, holy fuck. This is the best ad, the best free ad that we have ever seen.
I know. This was from a while ago though. But yeah, it's cool. You just get to talk like that up there, and then
Yeah,
you know.
it's so casual. Yeah, exactly.
But let's go back to what's happening on the. Actually, let's go back to this. So the 60-day deadline for negotiations is pretty much up. And what do you think? Are we going to see an extension to this, in your opinion?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
What do
so
you
too.
think? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's here's what I'm thinking why we would see this extension. President Trump is seeing that it's working. The internal division in the regime is working. Starving the regime economically is working. Why would we go back to strikes right now when we can just wait maybe another month, maybe 2 more months? Who knows?
Yeah.
Do you think he
I
could
think
though? Do you think he could like force the regime to make an MOU right now, like agree to the memorandum of understanding? Otherwise, he'll maybe like bomb them a little bit more, something like that.
I think we're gonna see a whole bunch of like they hit you, they like just back and forth on a small scale for a while. I think we're gonna be here for a while. I think the President Trump is comfortable here because the regime is hurting bad. A lot of analysts they keep saying that time is on the Islamic Republic side, and I think like they're forgetting about the blockade. The Islamic Republic is selling so very, I think 300,000 barrels a day. It used to sell 5 million. I saw an international. That's what they're saying. Is that the numbers you're getting? They
Saeed
get it.
Ahmadinejad was saying 64,000 barrels a day.
Exporting or selling in general?
Oh, exporting. He was talking about exporting.
Exporting through the Strait of Hormuz, I think he was focusing on.
Yeah. No, you're right then.
Okay. So, but that is devastating, and I think a lot of people don't understand that when it comes to the economic hurt, it picks up slowly and then it hits you, like really hits you, and the complete collapse of the economy, you're not going to see it until you really see it. So we're not even there yet. Like a lot of people think like, oh no, the economic situation in Iran is bad. I think if we just keep going in this direction, what's going to happen in Iran is like nothing compared to what's about to hit the the economy at some point. And I think if once that happens, then the United States is going to be really have the upper hand if we just keep moving in this direction that we are, if we don't change the path. So I don't understand the analysts that are saying that time is on the Islamic Republic side. Like I don't know. I think that they're underestimating what going from selling 5 million barrels per day to 300 or even lower. I don't understand. Yeah, Sarah is saying in the chat it would be like a tsunami. Yeah, exactly. It would be like a collapse, like the whole fabric of society and everything will break apart, and then that would mean uprisings, the next uprising inevitable. And I think that's what the Americans are working on, relying on. Just keep the blockade until everything breaks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cyrus is saying, but it's hitting the people even now. Yep. That's why, yeah, it is. It is. But the thing, what do we want? But what do we do? I mean, the only thing I think we could do is to try to get the Iranian people armed if we want this to happen faster. Otherwise, this is the path that we're going with.
Yeah. This is the path that we're going with. We have a lot of evidence, further evidence. Like I've found more clips of people inside the Islamic Republic criticizing the supreme leader, having more, internal divisions, and then we're going to cover Someone was saying in the chat right here, Mike was saying, did you guys talk about the protests in Iran today? Yeah, we're going to cover that. We've actually been covering that every time they've been happening over the past like week and a half. And then we're going to show you a clip of that with a particular slogan and maybe what it could possibly mean if it continues like that. And JJ Otto was saying, someone counted 94 United States aerial refuelers at Ben Gurion Airport. I don't know about 94 exactly. We know that there's upwards of 65. So 65 at least are confirmed in Ben Gurion Airport, which is in Tel Aviv. And actually, there are so many United States aircraft in Israel that the Israeli Ministry of the Interior and of Tourism was actually quite pissed about it, saying, where are we going to park all of the commercial airlines? People are going to want to visit Israel for tourism. Like, where are they going to park the planes? And I think he was told to shut up because people were not planning on visiting Israel this summer because of what's been going on. So we'll see what happens about there. To cover the, oh, by the way, since we're still talking about the ceasefire, let me share what Pete Hegseth was posted last night at midnight. I guess 3 a.m. his time. Actually, no, I think he's in Singapore again, but who knows? He posted something very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's make this a little bit bigger.
This is Pete Hegseth?
This is Pete Hegseth. So he posted this, right? This is not made by him, I don't think. Yeah, this is not made by him. Okay. I'm going to paraphrase this for you guys. This is a statement that the United States military made in World War II. And he posted this himself last night at 3 a.m. in the morning. He said, soldiers, sailors, and airmen of the Allied Expeditionary Force. This is World War II. Okay. Says, in company with our brave allies and brother in arms on other fronts, you will bring about the destruction of the German war machine, the elimination of Nazi tyranny over the oppressed peoples of Europe, and security for ourselves in a free world. Your task will not be an easy one. Your enemy is well trained, well equipped, and battle hardened. He will fight savagely. But this is the year 1944. Much has happened. We've done this, we've done that. We're destroying them. We have a superior advantage. The tide has turned. The free men of the world are marching together to victory. I have full confidence in your courage. We will accept nothing less than victory. Good luck. Let us all beseech the blessing of Almighty God upon this great and noble undertaking. Mr. Pete Hegseth is rearing to go. He's ready. He's a little foaming at the mouth, per se, actually, to start this conflict up again.
But it's not up to him.
But it's not up to him.
Oh, we got a super chat, by the way. This is probably why he posted this.
Saber Coaching.
Thank
you for the super chat. Good point. He says, today is the anniversary of D-Day. Correct. Correct.
So that's why probably he posted it.
Yeah. Could be. Could be. I'm a bit more of a conspiratorial person myself. And another super chat right after that, who's by Elspeth. Thank you. Who says, I support your excellent work, Addy. Well, thank you. I really appreciate you guys.
Thank you. And did you see that? Yep, go on. You finish.
And thank you to Armin for, bringing me on and giving me a platform and encouraging me to do it.
Well, you're doing a great job.
Thank you. What were you going to say?
No, I just said, did you see that Curtis got membership gifts for people in your chat?
Oh, Curtis West, thank you. Gifted me 5 memberships. Thank you so much. Thanks, Curtis. Thanks, Curtis. Thanks, Elspeth. Really appreciate you guys. So kind. We started a few things here. We should let's go through them.
Wait, do you want to explain to Cyrus what D-Day is? Because he's asking. What's
Yes.
D-Day?
D-Day is, I think it was called dedication. What was it called? Dedication Day.
Well, you don't need to, like. Well, I mean, the short answer is that it was in World War II. The Allied forces in general, not just the Americans, they went to France to liberate France from the Nazis.
Yeah.
And on beaches of Normandy.
So if you've seen the movie Saving Private Ryan or Hacksaw Ridge or most World War II movies, they will have a scene about D-Day in them. And it's where the entire Allied force, so like Canadians, Americans, the British, and a couple others, stormed the beaches of Normandy, which is North France. They landed there to invade Europe, and that was the beginning of the end for the Nazis. That operation was so successful that they pushed the Nazis back, got a foothold into Europe, and started freeing Europe. Which actually, by the way, most people don't know this. I love World War II, and I know a ton about it. I used to read books about it growing up. And D-Day only happened because they launched this really intricate spy operation to convince the Nazis that they weren't going to invade from the north of France and that they were going to invade southern in the Mediterranean. So like the coast of Italy or Africa and somewhere like that. So the Nazis actually moved a lot of their forces down over there. And Normandy, D-Day, northern France, was actually not that well defended at the time. And the Americans still had so many casualties there. It was insane.
I'm so sorry, guys. That was all misinformation. Just a quick correction. That was World War X. World War X.
Wow.
Right? Wait, no, was it World War 11 or 10? 10. I forgot. 11 is the one that's coming. I forgot. I can't keep track.
Yeah, I like 11. I like the number 11.
Oh, it's 11. 11. Okay.
So, and Feinstrass, who says, so was
Fine
someone
Stars.
else...
We changed the name.
Fine
Fine
Stars?
Stars.
Fine Stars.
Yeah.
You know what? They've never, ever clarified. So let's just call them whatever we want at this point.
No, it's Fine Stars. It's officially
Fine Stars. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fine Stars is saying, so is someone else feeling like they won't get back to the strikes at all? And at least not before the midterms? Fair enough.
I mean, I'm getting that sense as well. Like, but that, okay, so Fine Stars, I'm getting that sense as well. However, that might be by design. Maybe the whole point is for everybody to feel like this, including the Islamic Republic, and then wah! Right? So maybe that's the point. Maybe we are meant to feel like that.
Yeah,
Right.
You have to make more noise this time, more confusion. Right. They're not going to fall for it the third time, right?
I mean, if they are meant to fall for it the third time, it has to be so convincing that all of us think like, they're not doing it. They're not doing it. So we will. And if more of us gets convinced, maybe that's the whole point.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be after the midterms. I really don't think so. What actually? Wait, Armin, when do you think the least expected? Do you think maybe like World Cup or when Trump is in Turkey for NATO next month? Like when could they possibly least expect it?
A day before the midterms. That would be the least expected. Because it will fuck with the midterm so bad. Right? We're like, okay, he's not going to do that. He's not like, that would be the worst thing he could do for the midterm results is to just do it a day before. So that would be the least expected day. Right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
But I think it's so, But I think it's the least expected day for a reason. So I don't know.
That's true. I guess they would.
Yeah.
They might have even expected at that point. If it doesn't happen until then, yeah, they might expect it right then.
So I don't know if you saw Sabati. Sabati, which is the second most popular member of the Paidari camp, he's convinced that Trump is going to attack after FIFA, after World Cup.
That's what I also thought.
Yeah. Oh, really? So you're saying you're agreeing with Sabati? Oh,
Okay,
are
you know what?
sure? Like,
I think that
regime-
Sabati is the smartest person, one of the smartest people in the regime.
oh, okay.
I think he is. I think he's one of the most like conniving, scheming, smartest ones. Who, like, if you're listening, Mr. Hegseth, like, he's just got, you know, he's a really smart guy. You should probably put him on a list. Maybe move him up on the list to the front.
Under this, yes.
Yeah. I
think if the Islamic Republic survives, he has a very bright Durka career ahead of him. Like,
Yeah.
I see him going places. I
Yeah,
see him
same.
going way behind. Yeah.
I completely agree with that.
He's very popular among regime supporters. Yes, people are suspicious now.
Oh no. Steve's saying Sabati probably has less followers than me. And then, oh man, I said one thing and now I'm getting people are suspicious of me now. Guys, I'm not the one with the Basiji card, okay? It's not me. Just saying. Anyway, we got a super chat from Sadato, who says, what do you think the significance of the appointment of Christopher Leneve as a senior military assistant of Pete Hegseth? I don't know.
Wait, let me look into this.
Okay.
The appointment of General Christopher, how do you pronounce the last name?
Leneve
as a senior military assistant to the Defense Secretary or War. So Defense or War. To Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth carries significant strategic and political implications. So one is alignment on traditional military values. Leneve is known as a strict hardline disciplinarian. Oh my God, can't pronounce it.
you could try by saying like
disciplinarian. Banning cell phones during PT. What is PT? Enforcing rigid gear standards. His appointment aligns perfectly with Hegseth's stated mission to reshape the Pentagon away from what the administration calls woke policies and back to traditional combat readiness. So there's alignment on basically traditional military values. That's number one. So there's three of them. Two, fast career and ideological trust. So this is number two. What does that mean? Serving closely with Hegseth in this role built immense institutional trust. It acted as an immediate springboard, propelling Leneve on an expedited path to becoming vice chief, and as of April 2026, the acting chief of staff of the army following Hegseth's high-profile purge of top military brass. Okay. Execution of aggressive policy shifts. Because of this close-knit relationship established at the top of the OSD, Leneve serves as a key bridge executing controversial administration directives such as canceling troop deployment to Poland and defending personal overhaul decisions before Congress. So I don't know how's this going to impact the Iran-related deployments.
So what Pete Hegseth has been doing for the past few months is he's actually fired multiple generals around him who have been dragging their feet. meaning they have been resisting what P. Hegseth wants to do in this conflict, going behind his back, even leaking top secret plans, getting immediately fired because of that. And so what he's doing now is he's replacing those people, and he's bringing people closely more aligned to what he wants to do, and rewarding them with better positions and more power within the military so that his job becomes easier.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Actually, look, this is how it relates to us, Iran-related stuff. Okay, so with General Christopher Lanev elevated to acting chief of staff of the army, the impact on the Iran-related deployment is direct and focused. So they're going to prioritize the Middle East. Under Hegseth's order, Lanev is shifting the army's posture to heavily prioritize the ongoing conflict with Iran. It says Operation, continue Epic Fury and everything, focusing resources on long-range precision fires and layered air missile defense, like Patriot and THAAD units in the CENTCOM theater. So drawing down elsewhere to free up the forces and resources for Iran, the Pentagon is actively scaling back secondary global footprints, most notably canceling key brigade combat team deployments to Europe, like Poland, and withdrawing troops from Germany. And Lanev is executing a strategy that keeps forces highly postured and stockpiled in the region, ready to immediately resume active strikes on Iranian targets if ongoing diplomatic ceasefire negotiation collapse. Okay, so this is good news, because this is another confirmation that maybe the Americans are in this for the long term. So I know a lot of Iranians, I think, like are disappointed that we don't have more kinetic military operations, but some Iranians are worried that, okay, maybe they're going to leave, but maybe, Ali, maybe all of this signals that the Americans might not be rushing it, but they're also not going away. Like, they're basically just going to be chilling in the area until the Islamic Republic falls. What do you think?
I think they're going to be there a few years after the Islamic Republic falls. They are not going to just give up and go, because here's the thing. Depending on how this plays out, the army of Iran, the Artesh, might be severely weakened. And that gives a lot of other countries, gives them courage to perhaps come and cut out a piece of land for themselves, call it a buffer zone, call Iran insecure, we need a buffer zone, you don't know what's going to happen, and then just take that land for themselves. I think the US is going to be a deterrence for that, but it's also going to wipe out some more of the terrorists that have been around the Middle East here. I think that's what they're going to do afterwards. And I think that's going to cement Trump's legacy. Not only is he going to take care of the IRGC and the Islamic Republic and turn them into a strong ally for America, he's going to make Israel safe and then cement them as a stronger ally even more. Then he's going to finally destroy terror with a flashy show, and then leave the rest of the remnants for us Iranians to clean up, the rest of the terrorist groups. He's going to be remembered as the president who stopped wars in the Middle East, brought peace to the Middle East, which is going to be something that 40 years past of presidents were not able to do. But it's too far to say. It's too far to say. I would think, to me, though, that all of this military equipment already being in the region would give him enough reason to keep going afterwards, is just what I think.
Recent data shows that China's military is a lot weaker than people thought, given the firing and getting rid of a lot of the top officials within China's military. And that basically means that the United States really doesn't need to put a lot of its military assets anywhere else other than around the neighborhood, around the Persian Gulf, around Iran's neighborhood, which means that they really don't have any place to go, right? Like, they don't really need to be anywhere else. So they could just be here until the Islamic Republic basically crumbles under the pressure of the naval blockade. What do you think about that?
Absolutely. What else are they going to do? I mean, here's the thing. Israel. Okay, so these Persian Gulf Arab countries also, Armin, are not going to immediately jump over to Israel's camp. It's going to take a few years, probably. Like, realistically speaking, it's going to take years. And I think this is enough. It's going to be enough time for the U.S. to really show them that they are serious about leaving the Middle East. And if they get rid of the terrorists and the threats in the Middle East, they can actually leave, which would also be a huge signal to these Persian Gulf Arab countries that, hey, that's it. We're gone. We're out of here for good. You got one ally now. You got Israel. Also, the United States intelligence always thought China was a paper tiger. It's not just like recent, but I think the public is finding out that it's a paper tiger, but they kind of already knew that China cannot project military strength outside of its own borders.
So, if anything, maybe the longer this takes, it's better for the United States. I mean, you're so correct, because for us Iranians, there's a rush, right? Because of the conditions for the Iranian people. But from an American perspective, what's the rush? Oil prices didn't go to $200. The U.S. economy is doing fantastic. And the U.S.'s main plan, which is to basically leave the Middle East by making the Arab countries in the region go under the security umbrella of Israel, it's a long-term plan, which requires a long time of these Arab countries being devastated by the threat of the Islamic Republic. So why not just stay here and then keep letting these Arab countries keep getting bombed by the Islamic Republic, use the Islamic Republic as a threat, and be like, how do you like it? Like, oh, you don't want to go under the umbrella of Israel, under the security umbrella of Israel? Okay, let's give it that another, 5 months. How about now? Oh, no, you still don't like it? Okay, we're comfortable. We could stay here for as long as, how about we give it another 5 months, right? So let's just see how your economy holds under the bombardments by the Islamic Republic. It's almost as if like the United States is basically taking advantage of the threat of the Islamic Republic to convince these countries to join the Abrahamic Accord so that they could finally leave this area.
Yeah, and the Persian Gulf Arab countries are not robust, guys. They're not indestructible. They're actually very vulnerable within. Not only just from the outside, because they have no defensive capabilities, but from the inside. It's not like these guys are completely stable countries. They have a lot of issues, and those issues have just been, because they were focused on in the last couple of decades, they've been starting to go down. But with all this pressure and the populace of like Kuwait, Bahrain keep getting hammered, they're not going to be happy. I mean, I think it's Kuwait, or it might be Bahrain, but their kingdom, or like their royal family, is like Shia, and the majority of the country is Sunni, and that was always a problem for them. I'm just saying that there are problems in these countries, and they're going to resurface with all this pressure. And I think the United States already has a profile in each of these countries and where they're going to hurt the most.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is very interesting. Okay. So the U.S. military is using the Middle Eastern buildup to test logistics and combat readiness for a potential future conflict in the Pacific with China. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I was actually saying that back in January. So in your discussion group, I was saying that this would be not only the best way to prevent a war with China, but even if it doesn't prevent the war with China, you would have so much more readiness because China hasn't been in a war. Their military can be as well equipped as they want, which it isn't, but they're not going to have, as much as you want to simulate whatever this and that, you do not have experience. This is experience. This is direct experience. This is real-time data from 2026 that you can gather and use it with the power of AI to model your future warfare. That's something China cannot do. They have to use old data. And data is AI. Data is the bread and butter of AI.
Look at this about China. So, according to the latest CSIS data, President Xi has purged over 100 senior officers. The PLA's rocket force, which controls their nuclear and conventional missiles, was devastated by scandals involving corrupt procurement and stolen funds. So defense analysts note that these purges destroy institutional memory. Commanders are currently terrified to make autonomous decisions or report actual operational weaknesses, leading to paper readiness rather than real combat effectiveness. This is fantastic news. China is a paper tiger.
They are a paper tiger, and also they don't have any allies besides Russia that they can get data from. We, the United States, can get data from Ukraine, Israel, ourselves.
Oh, but here's a warning actually. So there's something that might make it more dangerous, because he's now the Pentagon's latest assessment argue that replacing experienced pragmatic generals with terrified political loyalists make President Xi more likely to miscalculate. If no one is brave enough to tell him the military isn't actually ready, he might recklessly order an invasion of Taiwan anyway. So despite the initial command chaos, the Department of Defense confirms China is still successfully mass-producing naval vessels, advanced tech, and munitions at a pace the U.S. is struggling to match. So there's the other side of it, though. So
Isn't that how Stalin died?
Oh, really? Is that how he died? I don't know.
Didn't he I forgot what he got. He got like a heart attack or something, and then everyone around him was so scared to take him to the hospital to like suggest that he needed a hospital that he just died right there. I don't know if that's a story or not, but that's immediately what I thought about. Got a couple super chats here. Boboism, the third super chat of today. Thank you. He says, on Trump's birthday, June 14th. That's the least likely.
Ooh, I don't know. That might be like, here's a birthday gift from me to me. light some candles in Iran. Yeah,
that's true.
Mm.
That would be cool. I want cool things to happen.
Yeah,
The type of stuff that you are like, no way. Like you read about it in a history book, and you're like, no way that happened. Like, no way. Yeah, thank Boboism. And Dr. Cobra became a YouTube member. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. Oh, wait, did you star that one? The Sassy Frost message?
Is it a... Let me see. Yes.
Oh. Well, Sassy Frost says, Ali is a great addition. He does a fantastic job. High IQ young man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. That's why you join Armin's discussion group. Just saying.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, guys, if you guys want to talk to Ali, don't forget our discussion groups.
Yeah, to both of us.
Let me bring it up. You guys could go speak to Ali directly in our discussion group here. We come up there. So link. Let me give the link to the discussion group. Ali, what times do you go? What times are your segments?
So every day that Armin has an open day, which is free to join, I will also have my session. So all my sessions are free. So if you pull up if you guys join, you'll get sent to this page, and then just click on calendar up top right there, and you'll see all the days and all the sessions. So you'll see the open politics. Open means free. Okay. If you guys want to join the other sessions that Armin hosts, premium, VIP, those ones are paid, but all the open ones are free.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, basically you just go into the description and just click on the link. You'll get sent to the home page. Just sign up and then go to the calendar. That's how you join.
We need to make your picture look more like you.
Yeah.
This guy. Yeah, a little bit more.
At this point, it's
That's
kind of
right.
funny. I think I'm kind of used to it at this point. At the beginning, it was a little unsettling,
Weird.
but yeah.
Okay. Send me more pictures from different angles. We'll make it look like you. Yeah. And so, yeah, guys, link is in the description. Link is in the chat. Link is in the QR code at the top left. So come and talk to Ali. Okay.
Yeah.
What are your super chats?
And what I was talking about, I was saying how the United States might stay after Iran is freed and help destroy the terror groups across the Middle East. John Featherland was saying the Congress will have to give approval on what you said. Not if these are defensive strikes. I mean, you might want to protect your investments into a new free Iran and your investments in the Gulf states and Israel. These might be defensive strikes. Who knows? Knowing Trump, he's definitely going to spin it in some sort of legal way so that they don't need Congress approval on this. And even if they don't do that, do you think Congress is going to vote against bombing these terrorists? I mean,
you're
after
right.
he just had a victory in Iran and got rid of the worst regime, it's going to be a little hard for people to start voting against him, is my opinion.
Actually, this is another reason why I think President Trump might just sit there. Because if you just sit there, you don't really need any permission to do war because you're not doing war. They're hurting us and we defend ourselves every time they hit us. So you could just sit there and put a naval blockade, which is not war. And every time they hit you, you just do a defensive military operation. And none of that is war. That's just defensive. All of it is defensive. Right?
Yeah, I mean, how hard is it to say that, yes, the remnants of Hezbollah or ISIS or whatever, we're going to carry out an attack. And we just happen to have 100 refueling tankers in Israel. Well, I guess we had to use some of them, you know? And Steve was saying Iraq is doing some crazy stuff too. You guys don't pay attention to that. Some super important stuff is happening in Iraq these days. So Steve's right. To give a quick summary, just because there hasn't been too much relation with what's been going on in Iran, what's happening in Iraq is that the United States government is still putting pressure on the new Iraqi government to put a tight leash on the militias, like Hashd al-Shabi, the Popular Mobilization Front, and things like that. And the government's been put in a real tight spot, and some people in the government are really trying to go against these militias, going as far as to say, okay, if you're the Popular Mobilization Front, give up your weapons. Like, you have to adhere to Iraqi army law, give up your weapons. You can't be a militant group like that. And some of the politicians in the Iraqi government are still, on the terrorist sides, which is nothing new. But it's perfect that this division is there, because that was the whole goal. The new prime minister was elected. He was endorsed by both the IRGC and the United States. Let's put him in a tough spot. So that's what's happening over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually look into making you guys a summary of what's happening in Iraq, because you're right, it's very important. Let's go to the next super chat, and I'll bring.
All it means is that in terms of Iran, it means that the Popular Mobilization Front, these terrorist militias, can't be unified and just pack up and go into Iran and help the Islamic Republic suppress the Iranian people. There's going to be a lot less of them going now, if they're going to go at all, because they're having a ton of problems at home. And Momo, who says, with a super chat, who says, why would Trump prevent Kuwait from shooting back, especially after the IRGC hit a civilian airport? He's not preventing
They're
them
not
at all.
They're not preventing him, man.
He just
They
knows
just-
that none of them have balls.
I mean, to be fair to them, if they hit the Islamic Republic, then they're gonna get the UAE treatment. Like they're scared. They don't have much they could do against the Islamic Republic. Like they're tiny little countries with small militaries. So what are they, like for years Kuwait and Bahrain relied on just thinking that the US will obviously come protect us if we get attacked by the Islamic Republic. And now the US is like, hey, think again. Like, nope. Right? I mean, this is very smart from the United States, because the United States, like, you guys need to go under the security umbrella of Israel. Like, why would I have to keep protecting you? Like, we had a non-written agreement in the 70s, because most of the world's energy, a lot of the world's energies came from your region, and you guys agreed to sell all your oil in USD, which established a petrodollar. But now I have my own oil, and the rest of the world doesn't rely on you as much as they used to. And also, my petrodollar is not so petro-y anymore. It's the dollar's strength comes from so many other things, not just the fact that people buy and sell, oil and gas in USD. They buy a whole bunch of other stuff in USD as well. So that, why is the United States, you could buy my stuff, you could buy my weapons, you could buy my military equipment, you could buy my defense systems, but why should I come and spend my military resources on protecting you? You want protection? The hegemon in the region is Israel. Go talk to him.
Especially when your value, Kuwait, is less to me now. I don't need to protect you anymore. I needed to before.
I mean, to be fair to Bahrain, they are part of the Abrahamic Accord now, but they're still not, an ally. They normalize. UAE is an ally of Israel now. But I mean, it's interesting because UAE hasn't been attacked recently as much, and UAE is an ally of Israel. The countries that don't have military agreements with Israel are now getting. So if you look at this, Saudi Arabia has an agreement with the Islamic Republic not to get hit a lot. UAE has an agreement with Israel to get protected, and they have the Iron Dome and stuff. So Bahrain and Kuwait are basically the best options. So follow UAE in becoming an ally of Israel, especially Kuwait. At least Bahrain made the Abrahamic Accord, took the Abrahamic Accord step. But that's a very good question, Momo. Good. We went into a lot of detail regarding it. But let me give you a summary of Iraq. Okay. So we have agreeing to disarm, refusing to disarm, U.S. Reaction. Okay. So on June 2nd and 3rd, the Iranian-backed militias, Ashab al-Haq, and also Kataib Imam Ali. Let me actually make sure I read the Arabic version to see if I get these right, because I want to remember these. Ashab al-Haq, is that because I don't trust the English version. So these are guys, like in Iraq, they have a shit ton of Shia militia groups. Shit ton of Ashab al-Haq. So Ashab al-Haq and Kataib Imam Ali, these are the two Shia militia groups that were with the that were proxies of the Islamic Republic, and they agreed to Prime Minister Ali al-Zaidi. Is it Zaidi or Zaidi? I think it's Zaidi.
Al-Zaidi.
Ali al-Zaidi, the new Prime Minister of Iraq. They agreed to his new initiatives. They pledged to sever ties with the Popular Mobilization Forces. otherwise known as PMF, otherwise known as Hashd al-Shabi. So they're going to cut ties with that and surrender their weapons to state control. This follows Muqtada al-Sadr's decision to dissolve his own militia, Saraya al-Salam. Let me see the Arabic version of this so I can pronounce it better. So Muqtada al-Sadr is a big deal, by the way. Saraya al-Salam on May 27. So these are the two groups. So we have basically a summary of this first part is that we have two Shia militia groups that were connected to the Islamic Republic. They have agreed to disarm and cut ties with Hashd al-Shabi, which is basically the main umbrella of militia groups tied to the Islamic Republic. So those two agreed, disarm, join the government. I remember Murad Vaisi said he doesn't trust them disarming, but this is the news so far. Then we have other groups who refuse to disarm. We have hardline factions within the Islamic Republic, with Islamic resistance in Iraq, specifically Kataib Hezbollah and Harkat Hezbollah al-Nujaba. So these are two groups, Kataib Hezbollah and Harkat Hezbollah al-Nujaba. They are rejecting the government's push. On June 4th, Kataib Hezbollah explicitly stated that they will not disarm until all foreign and U.S. troops leave Iraq. And then we have foreign. Are you pathetic people? You know, what about the Islamic Republic? Are they not foreign for Iraq? And then we have the U.S. reaction. On June 2nd, newly appointed U.S. envoy Tom Barak publicly commended the Iraqi government's disarmament effort, calling it a step towards an architecture of order. So those are the updates from Iraq. But we also had bombings of the militia, right?
Yeah, it was great. So, by the way, Kataib Hezbollah is really closely linked to the Popular Mobilization Front. They're basically Hashd al-Shabi, but they kind of get like special treatment. And Kataib Hezbollah is actually the group where al-Sadi, the commander who was just arrested and he's in New York right now under FBI custody, that's where he's from. And he was trained directly by Soleimani. So these guys are all just IRGC puppets, and it's just great. It's great that the U.S. endorsed al-Zaidi. They're forcing the Iraqis to tell the militias to disarm, which is turning the militias and making them more mad at the Iraqi government. So the United States is using the Iraqi government as a straw man here, and these militias are really pissed off at al-Zaidi, at the Iraqi government, because they don't want to disarm, and they don't really even care about what the Iraqi government says at the first place. So I don't know if they're gonna, drop everything on the pin of a hat to go into Iran right now, or when they might be needed soon. In that dissident group is building here, and then they got bombed. They've been getting bombed. They've been getting bombed actually right before the war even started, so it's been a while.
Weren't there reports that the militias in Iraq were being bombed?
Yep. It was 2 days ago.
Wait, 2 days ago.
Yeah, so the United States bombed them directly 2 days ago. It's great. Get them all out. Send them to where they want to go.
Right, let's go.
There was a gas leak. Another gas leak in Iran.
Oh, gas. Remove that comment being highlighted.
Let's
There
go
was?
here. There was. So this one was in Shiraz.
Oh my God.
Where is it? There it is. Okay, so This is near the Shiraz Air Base. It's the military air base. And you saw plumes of smoke coming up from it. This was posted at 3 a.m. last night. It's about 12 hours ago. Could be an explosion. Could be them setting fire to something. We know that the Immortal Guard's been super active over the past week and a half, so it might be them. They've been very active. They've been very, very active. And speaking of the People's Resistance, I don't know if you saw this one, Armin, but Mark Levin reposted more of your stuff. This one was shared by Nario Berg, but these are all the videos that you received from Iran here.
Yeah, and
So
Neo didn't even give us any credits at all.
Yeah.
But we thank you, Neo. And you don't even follow me. You're downloading our videos and you don't even follow me and you didn't even mention us. But anyways, thank you for sharing them.
It's okay. This is all credit to you. This is great. Thank you.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Thank you.
This is like a beautiful. This is beautiful.
Thank the people who make these videos.
Yeah.
I mean, I have more, by the way, that I haven't posted yet. I just got some more. Yes.
It's great. So moving on into our Iran news here, we're going to show you guys how, I don't know how many times has this even happened, but basically, once again, Pakistan's interior minister has come to Tehran. And he met with Iran's Minister of Interior for the 10th time. So you might be thinking, okay, again, what's new about this, right? Well, actually, he said something a little bit different this time. This guy came from Pakistan with a specific message for the supreme leader of Iran, saying that he had direct orders and words from the Field Marshal of Pakistan, Asim Munir, directly for the supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei. So is he going to see him? Is that letter going to get to Mojtaba? Who knows? Is it going to go straight to Vahidi? Who knows? But sounds a little bit more serious this time. And two more things out of Iran that I particularly wanted to share with you guys, which is a couple of things that are suggesting like more division with the Islamic Republic, but also, guys, across 15 provinces in Iran, students have poured out into the streets in front of their universities and schools, and they are claiming for fairness and justice. Schools have been pretty much offline, and in the limited amount that they have been, virtual classes, they haven't been learning much. Then they got to take the most important test of their life, which determines their future, and they're not happy about it. So in this clip, they're shouting something in particular that I want you guys to listen to. So Natarsi, Mob Hame Boham Hastim, which means, don't fear, we are all together. When these started roughly 2 weeks ago, I thought, okay, this might stay very limited, but now it's in half of the provinces of Iran. So what was that?
No, it's growing. I said it's growing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's growing. I thought it was just going to stay limited, but it's getting pretty big. And what's actually ended up happening is in some of these protests, the parents and the teachers, they're joining in too. So you got these adults joining in. And if you start to get all these adults joining in, well, you might end up getting more and more and more. Remember, guys, people are really unhappy with the economic situation. If you see all of these young people come out and start protesting, and it gets adding on and adding on, it could snowball. It could snowball real quick, just like how it did in December.
It's crazy that they're daring even to come out and protest after everybody, after we saw after we all know what happened in early January. The fact that these people are like, yeah, let's go do some more protesting is like really ballsy.
Yeah, and that's why they're saying, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. We are all together. So there was actually a protest in Qom that happened. This was yesterday, I think, or today. And I think it was the principal of the school or something came out and threatened students directly that if they didn't go home, he was going to put them in a sack. And the Islamic Republic oftentimes says that, like, not to kise, like, we'll put them in a kise. You're going to basically, like, and put your head in a sack kind of thing. So, yeah. We also did see, Armin, 2 weeks ago when I first reported it, that some of the IRGC police or Basij were actually using taser guns to hit these student protesters when it was starting.
Interesting.
So yeah, we just wanted to bring that up because this could grow. And now on to the divisions. We have someone.
But before
Oh yeah.
Before you go to the divisions, the militias in Iraq that were being bombed, are we sure that was the U.S.?
Yeah, there were a lot of reports that those were U.S. jets, and it was confirmed that U.S. jets were over the entirety of Iraq.
I mean, okay.
Like, as in the only ones that could have hit them were the U.S. because there were no other jets in the air there. These are guys. Shh! Don't tell anyone.
Okay, so there were recent attacks on militias in Iraq by American jets, fighter jets, and you're sure about that?
I'm sure about it because there were no other jets there. The airspace has been completely clear. So.
Okay, I'm going to keep looking into this. By the way, the super chats are going to get irrelevant if we don't like, because they're related to the topics that we're discussing. So before we move to other topics, let's respond to them so that they remain relevant.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah. Of course.
So we have Matthew, who's become a YouTube member. Thank you. I think that's your channel. And we have a super chat from Sayed, who says, Trump might want to order some kotelet for his birthday. He should.
Ooh.
He really should. In my opinion, I think he should. Yeah, thank you for that, Sayed. And
Cutlet cake with ballistic missiles as candles. Oh no, Patriot missiles, interceptor missiles as candles on a cutlet cake.
Yeah.
Let's make it an AI version of that. Yeah, sure.
President Trump, if you strike and you end the regime sooner than later, I will personally build you an aquarium with IRGC ships floating at the bottom and a ton of fish in there. I will make your Truth Social post come true.
You will you will personally make that?
I will make it for him.
Okay.
And I'll make it golden and everything. Well, he'll like it. And Fleshy Interloper, who's saying, Armin, teach Ali to rant.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. If you want us to teach Ali to rant, you need to bring up like infuriating, like shit takes from shitty people. Okay? You need to go hunt shit takes from shitty people and come report this to us, and then tell Ali, and then we'll see how he reacts. And then if his reaction is to, like, you know, it's not over the top, then we'll work on it. Then we'll get it up. We'll get the energy up. Okay, we'll see, because Ali is very calm, you know, so we have to see if we could get him like really riled up, like really angry. Ooh.
Yeah. To be fair, on the inside, there's more going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to even imagine you like raging. Like, I can't even imagine it. Yeah, we have to make it happen.
My first reaction, whenever I feel anger, my first reaction is to like stop what I'm doing and try to control it. It's like I like conditioned myself to like never act out on anger. It's like
Really?
I don't know. It's not. Yeah.
Is that healthy?
I don't know. I don't put myself in situations where I get angry very often, but when I do, I'm like okay, just
Oh, very stoic. You see, Fleshy is saying, "Let it out, let it
Okay.
out." Yeah, don't let it, pile inside.
Yeah, maybe I should.
Yeah.
I have some like whenever I get angry about these kind of things, I just imagine doing things to people in the IRGC, and it helps.
Ooh, do share.
No, I can't. It's too violent.
Oh, oh no! Wow, guys, dark secrets. Ali's sharing
Anyway.
his secrets with us. Wow, that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
You guys might think I'm nonchalant. I'm not nonchalant at all. Just yeah. It might seem like that. I'm
Does
not.
it involve bears? No.
And ceiling fans.
Ceiling fans. Oh, look at this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of Iranians relate.
Yeah.
A lot of Iranians relate. Yeah.
Like it would just feel so. I feel like I deserve it. It almost feels like I deserve to do it. You know what I mean?
Oh shit! Oh wow! I didn't expect that from Ali. He's just so
Yeah.
calm, and then he will come fuck you up.
Anyway.
Wait, anyone specifically within the regime in mind, or just a general Basiji man? Or
Yeah, I have a very specific vendetta against Ejei and his institution. So even if it's not him, which is the guy, this Ejei is he's the chief minister of justice. He's the one that orders the expedition of killing and murdering Iranians and executing them. Basically his philosophy is kill as many as possible to make them not come out again. And I have a specific vendetta against him and his institution because his predecessor, the guy who came right before him, effed my family over real bad. Real bad. And I won't get into how, but he basically destroyed my mother's family. And yeah, I have a very specific vendetta against him and his institution. So if I could, with my own hands, for multiple hours, on everyone in that what do you call it, organization, I would. Like a little what do you call it, a rage room?
like Dexter?
Oh, no, YouTube, no, not at all. Never.
I'm just imagining
come on.
Ali I'm just imagining Ali in an apron, very calm, with a saw in his hand and a drill in his hand, and it's all red, and it's like really clean white, and then red, and oh my god, love taps, yes, love taps.
I mean, yeah, they might, they shouldn't get on my bad side. I do know how to dissect human hearts.
Yeah, but guys, seriously, a lot of Iranians feel this because you don't know what this is a common feeling among many Iranians, and it just comes from decades of experiencing what they do to our people. So it's just like it's just something, like it's in their mind. Like, don't think like it's just something that they go to make themselves feel a little bit better over. I mean, I don't judge. If you had to go through what the Iranian people had to go through, you would think the same thing, right?
Yeah, just
listening
for future reference, just in case this is ever come back to in the future. But like, I just mean I would torture them by tickling them a lot.
Oh, okay.
That's all I mean. I would never do anything other than that. I'll just a little bit, and Forget the
Oh
fact
my
that I'm
God.
a heart scientist and I can do a lot of things. Could be a little Dexter like, but
Yeah.
no, come on. That's too much, guys. That's too much.
That's oh my God. Wow, guys, we had that was very interesting.
Where were we? Anyway. Okay. I mean, does that count as a rant, fleshy interloper? Not really, I guess.
No.
No.
That's actually scarier than a rant. So, guys, now we know under that calmness, there's that's just a layer. Underneath it, there's a lot of, I don't know, chaos.
Yeah, but it's just directed towards them, Like it's just them.
Yes, just them.
Yeah. So we got a citizen who was asking us, is there any important IRGC dates in the next month? Ooh, they have Khamenei's funeral, which is supposed to happen in a week and a half.
There is, I don't know if there's any upcoming religious holidays. There is the anniversary of Flight 655, Iran Air Flight 655. I think that the one that was accidentally taken down by United States in 1988. So I think the anniversary of that is coming up, and the RGC really heavily advertises that every year, to say, oh, Americans are so cruel and brutal. So there's that. But yeah, nothing. I can't think of anything other than that. That's July 3rd.
July 3rd. And then before June 21st is going to have to be Khamenei's funeral.
I think that's the most important thing. Yeah. Wait, why? Where does that day come from?
The regime said it themselves. They said by the end of this month, the Iranian calendar month, which is June 21st, that they will have Khamenei's 3-day-long funeral procession in multiple cities.
Is that official? Has this been confirmed, or
they said it? I mean, yeah, they're the Tehran municipality themselves officially announced it.
So that's big, guys. That's really, really big, because it will probably happen without Mujtaba if it does happen, and that would be embarrassing. That would be devastating. What the fuck? How could Mujtaba not come to his dad's funeral?
Yeah. Yeah. Also, it would be bad if they lied about it. I mean,
it would be embarrassing.
And then Koala Katie was saying, everyone go and provide support under Nio's post. I think I exited out of that one. Let's see if I can find it real quick.
No. She's saying give Armin credit under Nio's post.
Yeah. So guys, if you see this post that's shared by Mark Levin, posted by Nio Berg, these videos are people in Iran who sent these videos to Armin, and Armin posted them. And Nio's not the only one. There's a ton of other people, even people in the United Arab Emirates that I've seen, who are taking these videos and posting them. So yes, if you guys see any of these videos, any of them that have a sign saying, please arm us, then you guys know that it's from your very own Armin Navabi.
No, it's okay.
There's another one. I'm trying to find it. There it is. This one. So this guy is, yeah.
I was upset because I followed that guy, and I was like, he immediately, as soon as I posted it, this Ahmed Khalifa guy, I was like, I followed him, and I liked his post, and then I saw that immediately after I posted, this guy downloaded and posted it, and I was like, okay, whatever. Like, not this one, the other one that I posted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, please do that, guys, if you see it. And we have a super chat from Amy. Says, thank you, Armin and Ali.
Amy.
Blind flag. Doesn't show the emoji for us. It just, actually, you guys can see it too. It just says the thing. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Sarah's taking pot shots at me, saying, Sarah's with the super chat saying, Ali, if your first reaction is to remain calm, you're probably not Iranian, bro.
Ooh.
See, listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying it's not that I don't feel anger. It's that when I do feel it, I immediately try to control it because I am Iranian. And if I don't control it, you know what happens.
Oh, good comeback. Good comeback. I like that.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Sarah. And say it again, who says, we need some Armin and Ali rant sessions together.
Yes.
Yeah, we could like build up. Like I get you more riled up and you get me more riled up. And by the end, we're just like screaming at, yeah.
I can't even imagine you scream. Guys, can you guys imagine Ali like screaming at something angrily? No.
Yeah, I don't know if I can. Because I'll look and I'll be like, oh, there's like 1,000 people watching. I don't know if I can like do I want 1,000 people to just like listen to me lose my shit? Or
Okay.
yeah, maybe sometime in the future say it. I've only been doing this thing for
Guys,
like a month.
We're bad influence on Ali is already like great, and we're gonna be bad influence. His friends and family are gonna make him quit YouTube if we change him. They're like, what the fuck are they doing to him? So yeah, let's not. He's good the way he is. Let's not change.
Yeah. Well, what do you do on YouTube? Let me watch your latest video. Huh. But yeah, thanks, Sayed. And Royna Pora says, are the new protests all anti-regime? All? You mean the student protests? They're more so, I mean, technically they're anti-regime because they're against the regime's handling of the education. I mean, you haven't had classes for months. You have classes online for like a little bit, and then you force them to have the most important test of their life. They take one test, and that's it. Their entire future is determined by it. And these guys, I mean, rightfully so, they're coming out and saying like, that's not fair. That's not fair at all. So technically, could snowball. Let's see what happens. It's been snowballing the past couple of weeks.
Are the new protests are all anti-regime? No, usually they don't start as being anti-regime. Usually it's about a specific issue, and then when they become popular and they get some momentum, then they become anti-regime. That's how usually it happens. So this is why people are paying attention to it.
Yeah, and Fine Stars was also asking about this, saying, Armin and Ali, why do you think the student protests haven't turned into anti-regime protests yet? How long do you think it will take until that happens?
It takes many different protests for one of them to pick up momentum and turns into, like, if you look at it historically, we guess each one of these protests is like a spark in a room full of gunpowder, and it takes a while for one of them to all of a sudden hit, and nobody can tell which one of them hits, but one of them, the more you have of them, the more likely it is that one of them is going to get momentum and all of a sudden become into mass protest. But it usually takes a lot of, like, if you have been following this for a while, you see like we have protest, and all of a sudden one of them hits. Like, you go through so many different kinds of protests for different things for eventually one of them to turn into a mass uprising. So usually it takes a lot of them for eventually one of them to hit. And nobody could just figure out exactly when will turn one of these protests into a mass uprising.
Yeah. And then Steve was also saying that we don't want it to happen before Pahlavi asks for it. Pahlavi doesn't ask for it. He waits for the people to ask him. Then he comes in and gives them direction. But
Well,
I get what you mean.
yeah.
But I get what Steve's talking about, right? Like you don't want it
Right.
to happen because you don't want the regime to come in and kill more people. Sorry, go on.
No, like Prince Reza Pahlavi watches what's happening, and he doesn't tell people not to do, these protests, right? But when some of these protests all of a sudden picks up, then he becomes a catalyst, and then he makes it grow a lot faster when he sees one of them has the potential. That's how he usually operates.
Yeah, exactly. And we have a super chat from Sarah again, who says, "Never mind, you are definitely Iranian." I think this was
No.
after she heard me talk about what I was gonna plan to do. Yeah.
Okay, you got your Iranian card back from Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. You think you know someone. She comes in here saying, "You guys are, beautiful Iranian sons. Very patriotic," and then snatches the Iranian card away from you.
That's worse than your type of torture.
Yeah.
Sarah teasing you.
Yeah. And Say It Again, saying Goldie made a short YouTube video with Armin's video. Ooh, did she react to like a react or?
Let's
Let's
watch
see
it.
Yeah, let's see it.
Thank you for telling us.
Iranian here with another pro tip for anyone who's not from the Middle East. The reason the terrorist Islamic regime shut down the internet for over 88 days in occupied Iran is because they didn't want you to know what Iranians think about the Islamic regime or the United States. Let me show you what I'm talking about. If you want more exclusive, never-before-seen footage coming out of occupied Iran, make sure to follow me. And now you know.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for using them. Good that is spreading around.
Yeah, it's always great. Always great to see Goldie.
Yes.
And then we had a question from Hila from our discussion group who says, "How many universities are there in Iran?" Hundreds? I don't know.
Thousands.
We could probably look it up.
Thousands.
Thousands.
Many of them are useless, though. Let me see. How many universities are there in Iran? So more than 2,000. But a lot of them are
Nice.
useless.
Yeah. You can pay your way in.
Let me see if I could get it.
I think after China, Iran produces the most amount of PhDs in Asia.
So basically, the major universities are between 300 to 400. But if you count every local technical college and distance learning center, an individual branch of massive Islamic Azad University network, The total number of higher education campuses across the country climbs to over 2,100. Yeah.
Do you want to quickly tell them about the scam universities? I think you could do better than me.
Which, no, you tell me. I don't know what you're talking about.
So basically, you can pay your way into universities, which is not, too different than some other places in the world, but essentially you'll pay your way into the university. You can have terrible grades. You can not study in high school or anything like that. Pay your way in, if you're like a little regime affiliated, or if you have enough money, you can do it. And then you just coast along. You don't really learn anything. You get your degree, and that's about it. You're not really, a well-educated person at the end of it, but you have your degree.
Oh, so I mean, technically, all universities are. The whole university system there in Iran is a scam. The concours is a scam. The concours is a the university entrance exam. It's its own industry, which I'm not going to get into. Like, they created a whole industry of, there's so many people who are trying to get into university, and they made it very competitive, but not in a good way, in a way that you have to pay so much for teachers and these for-profit institutions to basically teach you exactly how to pass the exam. I'm not going to get into it, but it's like the university entrance exam in Iran has turned into its own mafia. It's like a mafia system. It's crazy.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
And 2 more super chats. One from Leia, who says, watching you from Bosnia. Good work. Mag bar Jumhuri Islami Payande Iran. Thank you. Thank you, Leia. I actually went ahead and tried to search up if there's an equivalent of that saying in Bosnian. And I found Zahedno do kraja, which means together until the end. I don't know if I said that right, but you tell me.
Bosnia.
Bosnia and
love
Herzegovina.
Love that you learned how to say that in Persian. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Love you, Bosnia. Love Bosnia. And thank you for the support.
Yeah, in fact, the Bosnian national team, soccer team for the World Cup just landed in St. Louis, Missouri. Like, kind of like, you're like, what the heck? And they were welcomed with like dozens and dozens of Bosnian fans. Like, as soon as they came through the corner, people were like, sign this shirt. Like, all the Bosnian fans, and they were like, their faces were like, we just landed in Missouri. But we also have another super chat. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, you go ahead, and then I'll respond.
Okay, last super chat, who says, Fleshy Interlopers saying, are there people going to wait, or are they at the boiling point for the protests? Who knows?
They're at the Iranian people are at a boiling point, but the problem is that the regime is armed and the Iranian people are unarmed, and the Iranian people are very eager to come out and topple the regime. But given what we saw the regime can do, it's just unreasonable to just come out and just get shot at and die in the tens of thousands. That's why I started this campaign for the Iranian people to tell the world that they need to be armed. There is no other way. There's absolutely no other way.
Absolutely. If what you're picturing in your head is a repeat of January right now with these student protests, I would say probably not, but I would also say I don't know. But yeah, thank you for that. And should we read the other super chat before you want to answer that question, or?
Yep, sure. You decide.
Sure. Sarah, again with the super chat, thank you, says, I feel guilty. I'm sorry. Love you both. Forgive me. No, we're just messing with you. Like you're
just-
messing with us, we're messing with you.
right. Yeah, don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
we love you.
We love you. Love you, Sarah.
And then the
Uh,
question.
The question. so someone's saying, so capitalism is bad. So this is in response to me saying that they created this for-profit, industry of how to get into the university. So she's saying, like, isn't that capitalism? No, because it's artificial. Okay, if it was completely natural and organic, it's fine. The government created a fake barrier which is not based on merit. It's based on this bizarre, exam, and some people have access to figure out what how to pass the exam without you actually learning. Like I actually did really good in the concours university entrance exam. I made it into Tehran University, right? So that means like, but
That's like Harvard, by the way.
well, it's not. I mean, it's not because. Well, I mean, yeah, sure. It's one of the best in Iran, but it's not as the quality is not the same, right? Of the education. I mean, I went to Tehran University, and so the teachers were great when it comes to, chemistry, biology. It was really, really good, but the fact that we had to learn Arabic and Quran and so many other things that are irrelevant is just like useless. So it's like no. So Jewish Samantha, I think you still don't understand what capitalism means. You say, but it's a fake barrier based off of capitalism. No, it's government made. Capitalism allows people, institutions, and people naturally decide what they want to buy and sell. That's what makes it natural. So this barrier is government made. That's what makes it artificial. Capitalism means less government involvement. So if this is by the government, how could it be capitalism? This is government involvement. This is government creating a fake barrier because there are people who are making money from it supporting this rule because there's so much profit in it for them. That makes not only that, in fact, this shows capitalism works because this is interference with the private sector. This government barrier, this fake government artificial barrier, is government involvement. And in fact, it proves that it's government involvement that fucks things up. Oh.
Yeah, good explanation. We have 2 super chats, and then I want to show you just a couple quick things. So let's read these.
Okay. Oh,
So Nail Bunny says, check Telegram. Armin, is this number 10?
Ooh. This was number 9. It's
Ooh.
interesting because the next person said, is this number 10?
There we go.
So you were number 9. And then thank you. And let me check Telegram. And then Amy was saying, is this number 10? And yes, that was number 10. Thank you, Amy. Okay. So you guys are awesome.
Well,
all right.
Thank you, guys.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wait a minute. Let me check Telegram. You know what? Okay, let me send you these, Ali, if you want to share them, talk
Sure.
about them. I'll put it in the private chat.
Oh, okay. I'll get started. All right. Nice
Ooh,
find. Thanks, Snail Bunny.
Ooh, is this new? What is happening?
Okay, so wow. Look at this. Okay. The title of this trending article on X is Iranians plead arm us amidst student protests in Tehran. And they are saying that there's videos in Tehran and other cities in Iran that have Iranians holding signs of people of Iran need to be armed or armed us. These are being widely shared after, and then they give some background saying that security forces fight on peaceful demonstrators. Then they're saying that student protests today spread to at least 20 cities, including Shiraz and Esfahan. Like a little whatever, right? Like they've been happening for a couple weeks, right? And sparked by changes to university exams and economic troubles, like 45% inflation that we've been having. These pleas are coming after a deadly January crackdown that killed thousands. And opposition voices are now saying we need weapons because they're firing on us when we protest, and we need to equalize the playing field. Western leaders stay cautious. And they listed here.
Yeah, no, look at that one. Yeah, that one. Click on that. So this is the students coming out. Is this new? This is new? I don't know if this is new, guys. We have to be careful. We have to be careful.
I don't know if this is new.
I don't think this is new, yeah. Be careful. Nilbani, is that new? Because if it was new, it would be blowing up everywhere right now, no? Am I missing something? That's not a source that we...
Okay, Nare, yeah, okay, this is confirmed. This is old. I'm pretty sure I did see this back then. So Nare is saying...
But this is... Yeah.
Nare is saying this is from January. Naya was also
saying... see,
old.
this is... Like, look at the caption. The caption is wrong. Go up. Thousands of students to take to the streets in Abdonan, renewed unrest shaking. Nope, this is wrong.
Yeah.
This is wrong. This is not new. God damn it.
Yeah.
Guys, but this is why this is like, why is he doing that? I mean, I respect this man, but why is he doing that? This is why we need to follow, like, see, even the people you like are not necessarily good sources of information, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, Mark Levin, he's like, this is like that. He quote, I posted it, but that's why I'm saying, like, Mark Levin, guys, the only that's why the only sources that we could trust is like Iran International, the White House account, CENTCOM account, Mossad's account. Shin is even not that trustworthy anymore. Vahid Online is still trustworthy. But yeah, it's very few accounts that are trustworthy.
Yeah. Oh well. If you guys do want to see another actual clip of the protests, is this one?
But Nilbani,
yeah.
But thank you for sharing, Nilbani. Like, we need to check. But I was immediately skeptical because I knew if this was real, this would be blowing up on my Telegram account. Would be blowing up right now.
Yeah. How did I not see this? Right? It's like.
Yeah. I would be getting calls. I would be getting messages after messages.
Yeah. But if you guys do want to see a video for the student protests, the one earlier was in Tehran. I've showed you guys various different cities. This one is from Esfahan, right here. So yeah, we've seen no justice. We want our rights. We've been made empty promises. Yeah.
Okay, so Neil Bunny saying the point was Mark Levin quote posted saying arm them, and the trending post. Oh, okay. So yeah, I get that point now. I just wish that video by Imtiaz Shams was not the one that was at the top.
Yeah, the problem is that people are gonna, like, the opposition to us can come out and be like, this is old, this is not what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. But yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's better than nothing. You have people like Mark Levin quoting
No,
it.
but it's good. But it's good that arm them is trending now. You know.
Oh yeah,
That's good.
and that was you.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you,
I
man.
think we should read the rest of the 2 super chats remaining,
Yeah,
and then
I need to go. Yeah, I need to
Yep.
go. So yeah.
Okay, so
let's
Fleshy Interloper again, who says capitalism is least bad. What do you think about that?
Well, we need to talk. We need to say things are good, not just least bad. Like if it's the least bad, that means it's good, right?
He's talking
Like-
in Jewish Samantha talk.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. Samantha, from your perspective, capitalism is still bad. It's just the least bad. Okay. So just like let's ease into it. Sure. But one day, what Samantha, one day, you will start realizing that people are good. They're a good system, good society, good people. Nothing is good. Yeah, that's a very horrible way to live, Samantha. You know it. Nothing. Like think about it, Samantha. Think about thinking nothing is good. You have created your own personal hell, and you need to liberate yourself from it. From there, nothing is good. That is
Yeah.
really that is a really shitty way to live. There are so many good things in life. There are so many good people. There's so many good systems. There's so many good ways of life. So hopefully, Samantha, one day you will see the beauty of people and the beauty of the world and beauty of life and beauty of society.
Samantha's improving.
It's improving, yes.
Yeah.
But I feel for you, that like if you feel like everything is bad, that holy shit, that must suck living like that. So we need to help you out. We need to drag you out of that hell that you have created. I mean, you didn't create it, to be fair. Somebody else created that for you.
Yeah. And John, who says, hey, استخدم اللغة عربية كل الوقت. Yes.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I can't copy and paste that either, but hey, thank you.
Thank you. Just John, by the way. Thank you, John.
He put a smiley face. I don't think he wanted us
He just
to...
he doesn't want us to understand. He just enjoys us. He just enjoys us struggling, and he's happy. He's happy. Us not understanding. What did he said? I think he speaks Arabic or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
He thinks and he knows that we don't understand. People are saying, somebody saying, can you translate? No, we can't. We have no fucking idea what we just read. We speak Persian. That was Arabic.
Yeah. I also can't copy and paste it either because super chats don't let you copy and paste. But
Yeah.
But we had an interesting comment here. Armin, do you think Sarah's right here? So if Jewish Samantha takes a couple trips in first class, she'll feel differently.
Oh no, she's gonna hate herself every single second because she's enjoying the fruits of capitalism. She's like, what is this? This is capitalism, people. Yeah, this has been stolen from the global south or something. I don't know.
Yes.
I refuse to enjoy this. And I don't know.
Well, that concludes today's show.
Oh yes. Okay. Sorry. Let me see. They get like I knew it. I would never fly first class. Yes. Oh my god. If I knew she's gonna say that. I think Samantha, if she ever finds herself enjoying some form of luxury, that's her personal hell. Like she would feel so much guilt and shame if she actually enjoyed some form of luxury.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay, Samantha. It's okay. All right, guys. Liz, we have to go. I have to go. Oh my God, I'm late. All right, guys. So until next show, we have a long list. And here it is. I'm Israel Chai.
I'm Israel Chai.
Slava-Ukrainian,
Slava Ukrainia. Cuba
Cuba
Libre.
Libre. Long live America.
Long of America. Javid Shah.
Javid Shah.
Payende
Payende.
Iran.
Iran. See you guys same time tomorrow. Bye.